Hello and welcome back. Last time I did a video, I did this on the MiniNova. One of my keys broke and I showed a way to repair it. But I did say in that video that I actually was going to be replacing this octave. This is the one that went out, and it was this key that I fixed. So I asked Novation where I could get one, and they very awesomely, like they normally do, they take care of their customers. So they actually sent me an octave out for free. I got it a while back, but now I'm going to install it. So this is what they sent me in the mail. Really well packaged, except for the fact that it came in an envelope that was padded with like pocket lint or something. It made a huge mess, but this is what they sent me. Right there, there's a full octave, the way it would come out of the factory. So we'll get started opening this up. Along the back, we've got all of these screws here. Everything you see here has to come off. All right, so there we go. Got all the screws off. And now to just very carefully pull this forward and then slip it over the keys and then back. Don't pull it forward too far because we've got this ribbon cable we need to take off that connects to the keyboard, and the LED cable for the pitch wheel and modulation wheel. So this one, you just get a good grip on it, kind of wiggle it back and forth until it comes loose. This ribbon cable, you've got these clips that are right here. You get your fingernails under those and pull it straight back, and then the ribbon cable comes out. You can take the top piece and set that aside. And now here's the keyboard. So the first thing we need to do is take off this strip. This is the felt strip that keeps the keys from making noise while you play it. Here's the octave that we want to replace. Take those screws out. And this one key down here at the end where it starts the next octave, we want to take that one out too. And it kind of overlaps this one, so we take that off. But we can't get to that unless we take off this entire keyboard. So the whole felt strip comes off. And the reason why we take this whole thing off is because there's screws on the back side, and they're the ones that actually hold down the octave. All right. Take that off. So it's this side right here. We want to get these screws out of there. So first, we'll go for a screw. I'm going to pause it while I get a screwdriver that's small enough to get that screw. All right, now I got one that's small enough. That'll take that right out. Put these where you can find them. And hey, this one's magnetic. It makes it easier to get those off. Right, and we just want to come along until that octave separates. And what was I thinking? I got the wrong octave. All right, let's put these screws back. You got to think in reverse when you flip it over. And just hold that on with a couple of screws so we can get to the part we're actually fixing. Now, might as well put them all on there. Okay. All right, let's go to the right side. Okay, now we can take off that first key. I believe. Okay, maybe we need to take off the whole thing. Can't quite remember. That should be the start of the next octave. And you want to be careful with this, because you don't want to snap anything while you're trying to fix it. Okay, now we got that key off. That will help get the rest of this off. All right. Yep. Okay, there we go. Now they're off. So we're replacing the white keys, not the black. These are stuck together pretty good, so you want to be careful while you're pulling on it. You don't want to break anything that holds it together. Okay, here's the black keys. This is the old octave. This right here was the key that I fixed in my last video. Still holding together really good. I'll set this aside in case anything happens. I've got that octave to replace stuff. All right, so here's the new octave. Just gonna put those together like that. There we go. All right. And then you align these pegs that stick off the back of it. They're black pegs that are coming off the black keys right there. There's one. Actually, on this octave, it looks like there's only one. Let's see. We want to make sure that this goes on there too. So it's probably a good idea to put this on, because it kind of put that on at the same time, because this octave kind of holds it down. That is not lining up right. Trying to keep my head out of the view. Oh, yes. That's another thing. There's these channels here, and there's hooks on the front. So it has to go over the hook and back. So now it's over the hook. This one goes over that hook. And then there we go. That's lined up. Push that through the hole, and there we go. Now we have that on. And we need to flip that over. And they have this grease that's on those hooks on the front that helps it to move smoothly, and that got smeared on this stuff. Okay. Just start putting those screws back. I don't like to hold it by the keys. When it's in this state, it's not being held together by the keyboard, so it doesn't have any reinforcement. So you want to make sure that you're not putting too much pressure on the keys. I like to put the screw on the one end, screw on the other, and then fill that in. That way it's more stable while you're putting them on there. We'll put that there. I think I lost a screw the last time I had this thing open. Fortunately, it is possible to just keep that. It is possible to fasten it down without that one screw, but so I've got that one spot where there was a screw there. I searched all over my garage. I could not find it. It pays to have little Tupperware containers or something to hold on to the screws. Okay, so now you just lay that over. It sets in there nice and easy. It's easy to tell exactly where it goes. So there, we put these screws back in. Again, I'm holding it down with the edges first so it doesn't move around on me while I put the rest of the screws in. There's the last screw. Okay, now we grab that felt strip and put it right back along the front. So we cover those screws. There we go. And we just do the other parts in reverse. So we'll put the LED cord in there, and it has a little groove on the top, so, or it has a groove where it meets and then a little tongue on the top, and it just goes right in there so you know which side is up. That clips in there. We take that ribbon cable, being really careful with it, don't stretch it too far, and just slide it right back in where that clip is until it stops, and then you press the clip down and that'll hold it in place. There we go. Now, as I stated in my last video, never hold it by this. This could snap on you really easy. And take that and slip it down underneath the keys and then back over the top. And there it is together. So now I'm just gonna put the screws back in and then we'll be done with that. And there we have it, back together, nice and sturdy. Like I said, this thing with all the screws in it it's built really well. I've got my micro cord over here, and it feels really sturdy from the top, but when you feel the bottom of it, you might even be able to see that on video right there, that end moves, and that's just because it doesn't have as many screws in the back of it as the MiniNova. And actually the case of the MiniNova is built really tough. It's made out of really thick plastic. Just occasionally the keys break on it, but yeah, there they are. There's the new keys. They feel great. This key doesn't feel different than the others now, so really happy with that. Really happy with Novation for being so cool with that. I have a Novation circuit too, and I got it used, and they didn't have any reason to do this for me, but it didn't come with the breakout cables for MIDI connection. And I asked them where I could get them, because I couldn't find where to get them, and they just sent some out for free. So yeah, they take really good care of their customers. So I hope you found this video helpful if you get in a situation where you have a key break and you can get an octave of keys, then I hope that this video is useful to you. And if you're not able to get that octave of keys, I'll put a link to my other video of how to repair a key, and you might be able to do this. And actually, this feels stronger than the other keys, so it might even last longer, but it does feel different from the other keys, so it might affect playing. So if you like this video and you like more content like this, please subscribe, like the video, so that helps out the algorithm on YouTube, and click that bell notification if you want to know when a new video is up. I am featuring the MiniNova on my channel and have been making patches with that, and I will return to making tutorials with the MiniNova. But I do have other synthesizers. You saw the Micro Korg, I have that. And I have some Behringer synthesizers, the Model D, the Neutron, and as I mentioned, a Novation circuit, and the Behringer TD3. So if you would like to see any videos featuring those synthesizers, let me know in the comments below, and I'll be sure to do tutorials on those as well. Thank you for watching this video, and have a nice day.